for quite a while now. We've talked about two different tenses of the subjunctive, the present subjunctive and the present perfect subjunctive, and they refer to slightly different ideas. But so far, we've pretty much used the subjunctive to give an opinion with impersonal expressions. So could anybody give me a decent explanation of what an impersonal expression is? Or what it's used for?
Used to talk about somebody else.
Kind of. It definitely tries to avoid giving the speaker's direct opinion because the person's not saying, I think, or it's important to me, or things like that. What are they really saying?
Possible events.
That could be an impersonal expression too, but it's more things like it's necessary or it's important. Because they're not saying it's necessary that or it's important to me that this happened. They're just kind of saying in general, it's important. So that's the impersonal part. They're not putting anybody like with that statement. Okay, but today we are learning more personal expressions because we're talking about how people feel about situations. So we might say things like, it makes me happy that this could happen. Okay, so we're going to talk about using the subjunctive with expressions of emotion. And the good thing is that the conjugation doesn't change. It's just understanding that there's another use of it and learning some of those expressions. So when we use a subjunctive with expressions of emotion, it's used to give a feelings-based reaction or opinion about an event that might happen if we use the present tense subjunctive, or that has happened or probably has happened. And we'll use the present perfect for that. So if we think it might happen, we use the present subjunctive. And if we think it probably has happened, we use the present perfect subjunctive. And I'm going to give you guys several different expressions to use with this. Okay. So we're going to have es ridículo que. And what does that mean? That's a cognate. Es ridículo que. Too early. It's ridiculous that. We'll have es triste que.
It's sad.
Good. It's sad that. Good. It's sad that. Es una lástima que. It's a shame that. Yo espero que. Esperar means to hope. And espero is the yo form. You could use this in pretty much any form. You could say we hope that, or he hopes that, they hope that, and it would still be subjunctive. But here we have the yo form. Me alegro de que. Does anyone know what alegro or alegre means? No worries. Alegrarse is to get happy. So it makes me happy that, or I'm happy that. You guys see all the that's? They all end in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the word that, or que in Spanish, usually tells you that you have to use the subjunctive when we're using these types of phrases. So this one's different. I don't know if anybody has any familiarity with Arabic at all, but ojalá comes from the Arabic word inshallah, which is a word that means God willing, but it's also frequently translated to like, I hope that as long as God wills it, this happens. So I think I've talked about before how much influence Spanish has from Arabic, but here's a really good example of this word, ojalá. And we've got yo siento que. Has anyone heard the phrase lo siento? With an L at the beginning, lo siento. Lo siento
I'm
means,
sorry that.
yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. So this one means I'm sorry that. Yep, good. And one more for right now. Yo tengo miedo de que. Yo tengo miedo de que. I'm afraid that. I'm scared that. All of the ones that are in the yo form, so espero, me alegro, siento, tengo, those can be used in any form. You can change whoever is feeling hopeful or happy or sorry or afraid. But we're still going to use the subjunctive after those phrases, no matter who it's talking about. Okay. So when we use these phrases with the present subjunctive, which is just the one-word conjugation, not the two-word conjugation, would that mean that something might happen or has probably already happened?
Already happened.
Might happen or could be happening right now. Okay, so it's used to talk about events that might happen or could be happening in the present or the future, right? So things that might happen or could be happening right now. And the example that I have is, I hope that you guys understand. I hope that you are understanding. Espero que ustedes comprendan. Where did I get comprendan from?
Comprendar.
Comprender. Comprender. And the yo form must be comprendo. And then we take our opposite ending. Right? All those different endings. Okay. When we use it with the present perfect subjunctive, it doesn't talk about the present or the future. It talks about the past actions, meaning that we're talking about events that either did happen or probably happened, that have happened or probably have happened. So we remember that the subjunctive is used to talk about events that are kind of hypothetical, meaning they may or may not happen, or they may or like they might have happened. And we also use it to kind of show an influence or an emotion or an opinion that's subjective to the person speaking. And we said when it's subjective, it means that it's personal. So I could say, I like rainy days, and that's personal to me. I could say, it's great that it's raining today, but a lot of us would think, no, it's not. It should be sunny, right? So that's a subjective statement because it has to do with my opinion. Okay, so the example to talk about events that have happened with the subjunctive that I gave is, me alegro de que ustedes hayan estado en mi clase. I am happy that you guys have been in my class. Okay, so that's something that already happened, but I'm just reacting to it with an expression of emotion. Okay. Are there questions? Anything that needs clarification? Okay, then let me talk about our 2 assignments for this week, okay? You have one due today and one due on Friday. So the one due today is a Google form. All you have to do is fill in the blank with the correct present subjunctive conjugation. So to talk about present or future events that may or may not happen or be happening. So a one-word conjugation. In that one, there are several irregular ones or ones with irregular yo forms, so you got to pay attention to that. Okay. And later on in the week, I'm going to give you guys a prompt to talk about with someone in your family, ideally one of your parents. You're going to ask them to do some things for you. They have to do the subjunctive, and then you are going to provide me a written product based on that. So you'll make a little video with one of your parents asking them to do something, and based on that, you're going to write something for me. It's kind of interview style. Okay.
My parents probably won't be doing that. They won't want to be in a video, to be honest.
Okay, you can just do a recording then.
Yeah, can we just do a recording?
Oh yeah, if your parents definitely don't want to be on video, even though I'm the only one seeing it, then you can do a voice recording. That's fine. Okay. All right, that's later on in the week. We'll talk about that next time we have class, which is Thursday. Okay. So,
Senorita,
Kyle.
what did you say the homework was for tonight, or the Google form?
A Google form, you're going to use the present subjunctive. So you're going to use the one-word conjugation of the verb I give you. So if I give you like ser and usted, then you'd write sea. Okay. So all of the notes that I can actually show you guys that because I have that someplace. I put up a big packet of all of the things you have to know about the subjunctive so far, and that's still pretty valid. I'll add these phrases to it, but Yeah, okay. So it's on your Google Classroom page under notes. So you go to classwork and then you can go over here and just hit notes. It's the very first thing. And it reminds you how to conjugate in the present, which ones are irregular, have irregular yo forms, all the different things you have to know about the present tense subjunctive. I haven't added the present perfect. Okay, but that's pretty helpful. And it's right under notes, so you can look at that. Okay, the other thing I was gonna say to you guys was if you are a person who needs extra help and are having difficulty with understanding any of these concepts, I have some time today, I have time tomorrow, and I have time on Friday. So if you would like to work with me for maybe even 15 minutes would probably be plenty of time to get a better grasp on this, just email me and we'll set something up, okay? But that's that. So we're gonna end unless there are any questions. All right, adios, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Gracias.
Adios.
Adios.
Well,
Bye.